Hello guys, in this video let's create certificates and private keys. So we will create root certificate and its corresponding private key. We will create intermediate certificate from this root certificate and again the corresponding private key for this intermediate certificate. Then we will create device certificate from intermediate certificate and the corresponding private key for device certificate. And we will also create the chain of certificates. So guys, remember, when the device authenticates, it needs to provide the complete chain of certificates, right? So we are not going to do anything extraordinary, but we will simply follow the steps which are mentioned on this official Microsoft documentation. And of course, I will share this link in the description of this video as well. Okay. And then in our next video, we will install this root certificate in DPS and we will upload this intermediate certificate in enrollment group in DPS. So basically what we have is, we will have this root certificate which we will install in DPS. Ideally, it will be provided by CA, that is Certificate Issuing Authority. But this is just for demo. So we ourselves will be creating this root certificate. Then again we will have this intermediate certificate created from this root certificate and it will be uploaded in enrollment group. And finally again we have this device and we will create device certificate from intermediate certificate and again it will be installed in device. Now to create these certificates we will first need git bash. So how to check if git is installed or not? So simply open command prompt. So I will say run and here I will say cmd. Okay, and then we need to run this command, that is git --version. Okay, so I will say git --version. So you can see git is already installed on my machine and hence it's showing the installed version. So in your case it may say that git is not recognized as a command. So if git is not installed, then just Google download git on Windows and install it. So basically you can just open any browser. So let me open it. So I have opened browser and here I will say download git for Windows. So you need to simply go to this first URL, select Windows, download this installer file and you simply need to install git. So it's simple and straightforward process. So once you have installed the git, you can open any folder, right click over there and this option, that is open git bash here, that should appear. And let me show you. So again I have opened one of the folders on my local machine. So I will simply right click and here you can see this open git bash here. So basically this option should appear for you. And of course .NET SDK should also be installed and I assume you have. So now let's go to the official Microsoft documentation and let's follow the steps from there to create our root certificate, intermediate certificate, device certificate and chain of all the certificates. So this is that documentation. Okay, and let's go down. And of course guys, I will share this link in the video description as well. So let's go down. Yeah, so you can see it says open git bash command prompt and navigate to folder where you want to generate X509 certificates. So I will go to my D drive and here I will say right click and I will say X509_demo. So let's go here and I will right click over here and here I will say open git bash here. And here you can see we are under let me maximize this, and if you can see here we are under D drive and X509_demo. Then we need to create this open SSL_root_ca.cnf file, that is this is the configuration file. And basically it provides all the information based on which root certificate will be created. Okay, let's open Notepad. Let's copy these contents and let's paste it over here, and the name of file should be openssl_root_ca.cnf. so let's copy this name and let's save it. So I will say save as, so we'll say .cnf, and here I'll say all files. But guys, most important thing, we need to save this file under the folder which we just created. So it will be our x509_demo, and here let's say save. And if I go to this file, and you can see our configuration file is created, and most important thing, that file type, it should be .cnf. okay, so similarly we need to create configuration file for intermediate certificate as well. So again, let's copy these contents, let's paste it over here, and let's save it, and the file name, it should be openssl_device_ this one, and it will be .cnf, and here I will say all files, and again we are saving it in x509_demo. so let's save, and then we need to execute these commands one by one. So let's copy it, let's go to git bash. So you remember we opened git bash from the folder which we created, so let's paste it over here, let's run it, let's copy the second one, and let's copy the third one. And again, if you go to our folder, see these two files are newly created, that is index and serial, and we also have some folder structure as well. So we have this folder that is search. So under search folder, certificates will be created. Then we have this private folder under which private keys will be created. And now we will first actually create our root certificate. So again, let's copy this command, so and let's paste it over here. So again, here you see it says we are creating private key for the root certificate. So let's press enter, and let's again go to our folder structure, and let's go to private, and yes, we can see some key. So again, it is a pm file, so basically it is private key, and here we are actually creating our root certificate, so that is again CA certificate. Okay, so let's copy this command and let's paste it over here, and let's say enter. And again, if you observe, it says .ca.cert.pem, so cert means it will be certificate, and let's cross check. So this was the private key folder, so let's go under this search folder, and yes, we have this .ca.cert.pem, so that is our root certificate, and its corresponding private key, it will be this, that is under this private folder. And if you want, we can examine this root certificate as well. So for this, let's simply copy this command, and again let's execute it. Okay, so basically what it says is, observe that the issuer and the subject, they are both root CA, and let's check it. And here again you can see this issuer, and it is Azure IoT Hub CA certification, and it is for test only, right? And again we have this subject as well, and it also mentions it is from CA. So again, ideally it will be provided by CA, but just for this demo we are creating it ourselves. And now let's create intermediate certificate. So first again let's copy this command which will create private key for intermediate certificate. So let's copy it. So it must have created private key. Then the second command to create CSR. So guys, this is certificate signing request, okay, and this certificate it will be signed by the root certificate which we already created. So let's copy this. Now let's go down, and finally on this third step our intermediate certificate it will be signed by the root certificate, right? So in second step we simply created that certificate signing request, okay. So let's copy this third line and let's execute it, and let's again cross check in our folder. So if I go to this search folder, yes, we can see this intermediate.cert.pem. so that is our certificate, and under private we have this private key. So again we have private key for intermediate certificate. And again if you want we can execute this command to examine the contents of this intermediate certificate. So basically it will say that issuer is root certificate. So guys, because this intermediate certificate has been created by the root certificate, but the subject it will be intermediate CA, okay. Now let's go down and let's create device certificates. So again we will first create device private key. So let's copy it, and let's paste it over here. Now again we will create device certification CSR. So guys, again we'll create this request for certificate, and as you can guess this device certificate it will be signed by the intermediate certificate. So let's copy it. So we are creating this certification request over here. So again it's successful. Now let's go down, and finally the device certificate it will be signed by the intermediate certificate. So let's copy it and let's run this command, and again it says database updated. That means device certificate must have been created. Let's cross check again. So again we are in this folder, and let's go to this certificates folder, and yes we can see this device 01 certificate, okay. If you want we can see the contents of this device certificate. So basically again it should show that it has been issued by intermediate CA, and subject it will mention the device, okay. Now let's go down. Again guys, you remember when device tries to authenticate to IoT Hub, it not only passes a device certificate but it passes the complete chain of certificates as well, right? So here it says the device must present the full certificate chain when it tries to authenticate with DPS. So we will run this following command to create this chain of certificates. So let's copy it. Let me paste it over here. Let's run. And you see it says it must have been created this device 01 full chain certificates.pm, and let's cross check in our folder, and yes we have this full chain of certificates. So open. So this first part it corresponds to the device certificate, second part it corresponds to the intermediate certificate, and the third part it corresponds to the root certificate, and that is how the chain of certificate it is maintained, and this full chain we pass to DPS for authentication. Let's close it. And if you go further on this documentation, now it will create certificate for device 2, and guys we are not going to create certificate for device 2 as of now. For this tutorial we will try authentication with only one device, and for that device we have already created private key, we have already created device certificate, and the chain of certificates as well. So guys, we are back in our local folder. So basically if you observe now, we have this root certificate which we will install in DPS. We have this intermediate certificate which we will upload in enrollment group. Then we have this device certificate and full chain of certificates which we will pass to authenticate our device in DPS. Okay, so in our next video we will install this root certificate in DPS and intermediate certificate in enrollment group. Thank you.